Once again, ladies and gentlemen, here's the star of our program tonight, America's favorite uncle, Booby Nash.
Oh, you tell him,
Well, there you have it, number 948 on our 1,673 hit parade survey. It's 24 minutes past 9 o'clock. I want to thank everybody who's calling their Uncle Boob, requesting songs. I want to thank you for taking time out for calling your lovely people. Those people calling up requesting that I go home early, wise up.
Oh, my goodness. If you are from here, you recognize that voice. Uncle Boob, let's go and talk to him right now. Booby Nash, good morning, sir. How are you?
Well, so far it's been a good morning. I'm sorry I'm late. You're Charlie James, right?
I am, yes, sir.
Must be a rich kid, 2 first names. I like that. All right. Anyways, I have a schedule I have to keep.
Yes.
Now that I'm retired. And so I was just finishing my morning nap. And I don't remember getting up to do that either.
Yeah, well, I understand. Booby, you still got it, buddy. You still got it.
I don't know what I got. The doctor says I'll never get rid of it.
But no, you won't. Once you get radio in your blood, it's always there. Booby, when did you actually start in radio?
I was in the Air Force.
Yeah?
And I joined Armed Forces Radio and Television in Iceland.
Is that right?
I was not very good. And in fact, they said I'd never make it in radio because of my voice.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it was high at the time. I don't know what it is now. But anyway, they put me on TV to be Captain Bob. And the kids were taller than I was, so that didn't work out. And so officially in professionalism, I joined radio in 1960 in Buffalo, New York.
And what brought you to Charleston?
Poverty.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll make you move.
No, a friend of mine was working here, and they needed someone to fill in for a month. Mm-hmm. And I had just left Greensboro, North Carolina, and went back to Buffalo, and I was not working. So he said, would you come down for a month and fill in? I said, well, sure. I'm not doing anything.
Right.
So I came down on July 4th, 1966, and I was here a month, and because I was only here a month, I just did whatever I wanted. I didn't care what their format was.
Right.
Well, the people loved it, so they said, would you stay on? And I said, yeah, would you pay me? And, so that's the way it began, and I did leave TMA twice, once for Niagara Falls to help a fellow there, and down to Jacksonville, which was a disaster.
Yeah.
And each time I came back, they John Trenton, who was program director at the time, just kept putting me back on. So I spent 11 or 12 years at TMA.
Well, you had an amazing run. By the way, we're talking with Booby Nash, the legendary Booby Nash. Booby,
famous will do. Okay.
Now, some of your ratings, I mean, we're talking about 60, 70 share, Booby. Everybody was listening to you.
I was amazed. I saw a survey about a month ago. I was going through the surveys I have. I had 69% of the adults listening. And I didn't think adults would, because I did some foolish things. But I had one guy who said that they gathered every night with the youth in the neighborhood and formed a circle and prayed for me. That's how outrageous I was.
What
the prayer worked. I'm still here.
There you go. Is anything stick out in your mind? I'm sorry?
I'm 76.
You are 70?
That was interesting.
How about that? So you and TMA born the same year?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said you and WTMA born the same year?
Yeah. 1 month apart. I came first.
How about there you go.
Naturally.
All right, Booby, can you recall what do you think was your most outrageous thing you did on the air?
Well, telling the truth.
That'll
probably. Do it. We came close to being naughty. Mm-hmm. I say we. I got to blame John Burwell and a few others. But we came close
Yeah.
And not on purpose either.
Right.
It just happened to come close. Now it's wide open. It's not even funny anymore.
Yeah.
When we were on, you had to use your imagination. I had characters. The most outlandish thing, I think, is broadcasting from underwater in a water tank. I passed Evanston Plaza the other day on Dorchester Road. It was there that I spent 2 weeks in a camper on a pickup truck. Let's see what else we did.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
But the cleverest thing I did was they told me they were going to bury me and put a glass over the top,
right,
and so people could see me. But I immediately put in for a vacation, so John Burwell had to do it.
Booby, I tell you what, buddy, you are and when I use the term legend, you are truly a legend, and you are much loved here in the Charleston area. And I hope you know that, and I hope you feel that every day.
Well, I do, especially now.
Yeah.
I'd like to just tell a quick story because we're celebrating around here. We just bought a swimming pool for the backyard, and I was talking to my friend Frank in Georgia, and he said, well, I got one too. And I said, is it big? He said, well, yeah, it's big. And I said, well, how many people can fit in yours? He said, 2. I said, only 2? He said, well, actually, if you come down, I'll sit in it for a couple of minutes and get up, and then you can sit in it for a couple of minutes. So we're celebrating big 22-foot swimming pool.
Very nice.
I love Charleston. I love the people. I am surprised that people stare at me. Of course, I think that's a godly thing.
Yeah.
But some come right up and say, I know who you are.
Yeah. Booby, we gotta hit the news.
This is the station the Low Country comes to for the most stimulating talk.
WTMA, Charleston.